Hello students, today we'll discuss Death of a Salesman, the play by Arthur Miller, and the various themes that we can find in the play while reading it. So the first theme that we can see through the reading of the play is the failure of the American dream. The plays during this period written were about a dream that the people of America had but which was not realized. So it is one of the crucial themes of Death of a Salesman. By American dream, it means that there was a promise of freedom and opportunity which people felt that they have achieved but which was not there. Disciples of the American dream were firmly convinced that hard work is the only way to accomplish that dream. But the Americans came to believe that those who work hard are qualified to be disciples of the American dream. They felt or believed that more and more in a happy and prosperous life would bring them or make them achieve that dream which they wanted for such a long period of time. Apart from this line of thinking, they came to believe that once a person is born in an American, one naturally deserves the credit of expecting happy and prosperous life. Means they were a bit sacrosanct in believing this, that a person born in America deserves or has the right to have good life. So money, materialism became the famous themes or the things after which people were running. It was the same sort of period plus minus everywhere in the world, but because America realized or confronted this aspect a bit earlier. So the Americans fanatically sang a song of the American dream. People who loved America embraced such a formidable view that one is condemned to be successful in the material world. So they felt that once they are born in America, they have a right to fail in life. No right to fail in life. If failure ever emerges, suicide is far better than failure in life. So one has to succeed at any cost, which we see in our play when the protagonist of the play, Willy Loman, commits suicide. So this kind of creed behind American dream has been and seen working in the life of Willy Loman. Willy Loman had a natural talent and a temperament for carpentry, but having seen the bright possibility of accomplishing the American dream from the field of business venture, Willy chose the occupation of a salesman, means a side in which he was not good at. Mature and productive period of his life was spent in hard work. He had a golden hope to get settled comfortably in the later part of life. Contrary to this expectation, he was demoted and dismissed again and again. He was financially ruined and had to ask for money from his friends. Moreover, he had a great expectation from his own son, Biff, so he loved him very much, but he did not show much care and love for his two happy. Biff is filled with the thought of American dreams of his father. He, in a way, followed him in his dreams. So he did not know how to start a career from the bottom. He always wanted to start from the top. Means he didn't want to work hard. He just wanted to have everything in his plate. He moved from one job to another, and even at the age of 35 he was not settled. It was really painful for Willie to see both of his sons unsettled and insecure at such stage of his life. Both of them were a total failure, and Willie was enduring one big burden of his failed life himself, so he was not able to see his other two sons also going into the same path. But to see the total failure of his two sons were equally burdensome for him. Thus he was overburdened with the double failure. Crushed by his frustration and extreme hopelessness, Willie contemplated suicide. So, when his suicidal urge overpowered him, he committed suicide because he didn't see any way out of this situation. Then we can see the other theme that runs through the play is the fake existence. Willie Loman became a fanatical worshipper of the goddess of success. So, for him, success was everything in life. He wanted to make his dream a reality. In his striving towards accomplishing this dream, he not only became ambitious, he made his children also ambitious like him. His struggle for the accomplishment of his dream knew no limit because his dream was natural. But the outcome of his entire struggles turned out to be pretty humiliating. Throughout his life, Willie encouraged his son Biff to accomplish the standard of the American dream. Biff to accomplish the same. Biff appeared to be an immature and irresponsible boy who never succeeded in getting settled in a lucrative job. Happy, the other son, instead was sincere in his occupation. He became a taker of bribe. Happy brought notoriety by reducing those girls whom he had no real interest. At last, when he was dismissed from his job, he was almost penniless. To give Linda the impression that he has been earning money by borrowing, he showed that this is his income. Willie almost was already penniless, but he used to tell Charlie that he has been keeping a strict account of whatever sum of money he has been borrowing from Charlie. Willie was in a way living a fake life, full of illusions. He was egoistic, proud, and unnecessarily over assertive. His deep-seated egoism and over assertive boasting nature prevented him from embracing the reality of his life. He was in a way blind to his realistic situation, that he began to take shelter in the oasis of this illusion. When he became a total failure, he did not admit his failure. To admit his failure was a bit offensive and painful and sort of insulting for him. That is why he often used to avoid talking about his failure. To save himself from being insulted by any talk about his dreams or his vision was not to his liking. So this earnest view of himself, or the view of false pride, gets in the way of his relationships. Next theme which can be seen is nature versus the life of the cities. Willie was a person who was from a very low natural background. His love for music is example of his being an admirer of nature. In the play, the music rings in loud tune when Willy's self goes close to his nature. Means whenever he is his true self, whenever he is not posing what he is not. The music, in a way, is a symbol of Willy's nostalgic longing for natural, rustic life that he had earlier. It seems Willy is naturally inclined to love and admire nature, but he is seen most happy only when he is in keeping with nature or when he comes in touch and tune with the life full with nature. Even Willy's father had an instinctive habit to wander. He had an extreme life where he kept on wandering. He was a pioneer, a maker of flutes, a musician, and Willy's older brother was also an adventurer who lived in Africa, and he got rich by working in the diamond mines and invested in some Alaskan timberland. Willy's sons were strong and skillful athletes in high school, but he never tried to push his children into the things they were good in. All these people, including Willy himself, have an affinity for the outdoors, for physical skills, and they had a very carefree existence. Early in his career as a salesman, Willy would drive through the beautiful countryside with the front windshield of his car open. He would come home to his garden and the little house he was fixing up and play with his sons. Means a natural, realistic, and happy life of a simple man. But soon the city closed in on them, and a tall apartment building blocked the light from reaching their garden. At the same time, Willy's financial demands also started to crush him, overpower him with the necessity for making more and more money. Biff all says that men like them should be doing carpentry work out in the country. Next theme the last theme that we can see through the play is the morality versus immorality. The playwright Arthur Miller had sometimes or somewhere said that an individual's need to leave a thumb impression or thumbprint after death is as strong a need as hunger or thirst. So we can see that hunger and thirst are a token of the individual or the strong needs of an individual. That is the need to leave a thumbprint after death. Every individual has an unconscious need to be remembered after his death for his doings, to be immortal, and everybody likes to leave his or her imprint somewhere in the minds of the people after his or her death. Nobody likes to be forgotten. So this will to be immortal, to be remembered after death, induces an individual to do something that brings at least a part of immortality in his life. So in this play also, Willy Loman contemplated suicide because his dream was crushed. He was not able to do in his life what he wanted to do. His dignity, his prestige was dismissed or eclipsed. He lost his self-respect, he was neglected by his sons, and he was forced to see a humiliating failure of his sons, and he was even forced to choose a fake existence because of that. He searched for an outlet to his suicidal life and received neglect and mockery from his own son Biff. At the last time of his life, or at the fag end of his life, Biff expressed his unconditional love for his father. Though Willy felt happy at being loved by his son, he feels that his life is still worthwhile. So, but Willy's heart was totally filled up with his responsible love for his family, he decided to leave something financially crucial to his family. He therefore made an attempt to leave a legacy for Biff through suicide, thinking that his family will earn the $20,000 of his insurance policy, and because of that, Willie committed suicide. So, just for simple means or simple reasons, Willie commits suicide. So, we can see that the play runs through many themes which we can see or judge while reading the play by Arthur Miller. We'll discuss another topic in our next lecture. Thank you.